Aloha, I'm Adam.
Aloha, I'm Brian.
And we are
Drinking in the Basement.
Only today we're drinking on the driveway because it's Memorial Day. It's nice out
And we're doing Mai Tais.
yes we are. We should be in Hawaii.
We should be. But it's the first nice day we've had in Chicago since last July, so we thought we'd take the show outside.
Yeah, it was the weekend wasn't the best. It was a lot of rain.
Thunderstorms.
Yeah, but today it's 90, although it's probably about 80 now.
Yeah, it's beautiful outside. Now it's
beautiful.
Evening.
So we figure we're going to taste this episode here.
Okay.
So let's see. With this last week we had the Scotch tasting. It was a lot of fun. Had some great Scotches. Hopefully we'll see Brian Dvorak, not this Brian, the one in the kilt, again sometime.
And then what's the summer tasting is Saturday, June 30th?
Last Saturday in June we have the summer tent event, which we have wine, beer outside in a tent.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs made by Tony. Maybe Rick will help too.
Okay.
And we also have some liquor throughout the store as well.
Actually, should
The
be a fun
liquor
time.
and wine are usually liquor's outside or inside. Wine is inside with air conditioning.
And it should be
the,
nice.
Beer is outside. Hopefully it'll be nice. Hopefully
Yes.
it won't rain, then we got a problem.
So on to today's episode. Given it's summertime and we're outside, we thought we'd do Mai Tais. We've got 3 Mai Tais here in the bag. We're going to start with Chi-Chi's.
Oh, Chi-Chi's.
You never thought that Chi-Chi's would actually make a Mai Tai,
Why wouldn't they make a Mai Tai? They make everything.
but it's Mexican.
Yeah, but they make everything. We have Long Island iced tea. I mean, they make everything. Every cocktail you can imagine, Chi-Chi's makes it.
So anyway, Mai Tais, for those of you who don't know, they are a Polynesian drink, Hawaii, and supposedly invented in 1944 by Trader Vic in Oakland, California. And
Supposedly?
so that's what they say.
What's they?
All right, and it's the base Mai Tai recipe is rum, orange curacao or curacao
Or so.
in lime juice. But as you can see, this is peach color, so a variety of different ways to make Mai Tais. So anyways,
Yes. All right, so let's. Oh, by the way, we have a spoon here because we've been drinking in the driveway for a while now.
and I keep getting bugs in my
Brian
drink,
keeps getting bugs in his drink. So,
so let's keep the bugs out.
all right, so let's try this one.
Chi-Chi's.
I mean, fruity.
Very
Orange,
islandy.
Orange. I get the orange.
A little bit of peach and plum. What does it say on the bottle here? It says made with rum and natural flavors.
All right. I mean, easy to drink, fruity. It's you don't taste the alcohol in it. I'm
Nope.
sure this isn't very
10%, 8%.
10%, so it's 20 proof. You might want to spice this up with a little of your own rum.
But good refreshing drink for a nice warm evening.
All right, yeah. So let's move on to the next one.
Okay. So the next mix we're going to try is the Bacardi Mai Tai.
Actually, before we go on to Bacardi, just back to Chi-Chi's for a second. Interestingly, Chi-Chi's was bought by was owned by Barton, which was bought by the Sazerac Company, and Sazerac Company also owns Buffalo Trace Bourbon, which we tasted in a prior episode.
So how much are these actually in the store? We want to buy one of these.
We'll get to. Let's see which one we like best first. Then we'll
Okay,
get the price.
that's fine. These are 175s,
Yes, these are both 175, so big bottles.
and this is again made with rum, 20 proof, 10% alcohol. It just says Bacardi Select Rum and exotic fruit flavors.
And this one's much more yellow.
I think it's the orange curacao, or however you pronounce that, liqueur.
Well, yeah, the orange curacao is more orange than yellow.
This is more tropical.
Yeah, this doesn't have as much of the.
The peachy
Yeah,
orange flavor. This is more
It actually is
pineapple
a little bit more of a subtle nose too.
and pineapple. I smell pineapple.
Is there
So
pineapple in this?
yeah. And when Trader Vic invented the Mai Tai, supposedly, friends of his were in California from Tahiti and used a word, sounds like Mai Tai, that meant this is the best. So that's where the word comes
All right.
from. Much more like orange juice.
Yeah, I get a little more citrus. This is like more citrusy.
Yeah, that was more fruit, guava. Guava in the last one. That was the word I was looking for. You ever have guava?
Yes, I have had guava.
Guava.
I had guava juice.
This is orange juice. That's
This
guava
is
juice.
much more orange. It
Much
almost
more
tastes
orange.
like orange juice.
20 proof orange juice.
20 proof orange juice.
Like a screwdriver with
Again,
rum.
you don't get as much alcohol on here. Now, again, this is made by Bacardi. Obviously, I'm sure most of you have heard of Bacardi, a huge company. You've brought this up there, I know already. They make Bacardi rum. They own things like Drambuie.
Oh,
They
okay.
own Dewar's. They own Bombay.
Bombay
Gin,
Sapphire?
Bombay Sapphire. Bombay regular gin.
Okay.
They own Grey Goose. They bought Grey Goose. Goose from a company called Sidney Frank about, I don't know, 3-4 years ago for like $2 billion.
$2 billion for Sidney Frank.
$2 billion, no, to buy
Grey Goose. To get the Grey
from
Goose.
Sidney Frank.
Okay.
Sidney Frank also owns Jägermeister. They, you know,
Missy,
Grey Goose
Jaeger.
only came out like 15 years ago.
Missy, Jaeger.
Made a fortune on that.
Oh, excellent. Grey Goose
Now
is good.
Bacardi owns it.
All right, so this was very good. I think I like the guava island flavors more, but this is good.
Yeah, this is good too. All right, next one.
Next one, here we go.
All right, so the last one we're going to taste is Bob Chin's Mai Tai. This is the most recent Mai Tai that we brought in the store. We probably only got this in about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or so.
Comes in a box.
And these are the only 3 Mai Tais that we actually carry in a pre-mix cocktail. Obviously, we have some Mai Tai mixes that
You add rum to or whatever.
make your own.
This is only 15 proof, 7.5% alcohol. So this could be
Lower
good
proof.
for you know, younger people.
And this one, what is that, a liter or 750?
1 liter, yeah, one liter.
1 liter box. So this is a little more than half the size of the other 2 products.
Made with premium dark rum, fruit juice, grenadine, and certified colors.
Now, this one has a much different color. You can't really. Or maybe I
Looks
can
like
let you
iced
see it.
tea.
So can you see that?
But for those of you who
Much different color than the first few.
But for those of you who had actually had, you know, Mai Tais perhaps in Hawaii or other parts of Polynesia, this is how the dark rum, this is a typical color of a Mai Tai, more of that dark color from the dark rum. Smells caramely. Is that a word?
If you want it to be.
Caramely.
You know, it certainly doesn't have that citrus smell to it.
No. Actually pretty foul. And I've had Mai Tais at Bob Chin's before, and they're better than this. Same.
It actually has a little bit of caramel flavor, though.
It does have a little caramel,
which is weird.
It is strange tasting.
I thought I was going to like this one the best, because I remember trying it before we brought it into the store. I don't know if it tastes like this.
Do we have a bad box of Mai Tai?
Possibly got a bad box of Mai Tai, but...
Well, I'm not going to keep drinking this because I don't like it.
Yeah, this is not my favorite.
So what are the prices on these things?
Alright, so I didn't write them down, so I'm giving you estimates here. The Chi-Chi's I know is $8.99, so pretty inexpensive. That's the least expensive one. The Bacardi is probably around $15 or so.
Excuse me. Go ahead, keep going.
Bacardi's around $15 or so, and I think the Bob Chin's is around $10.99, $11.99, somewhere in that range.
So as you can tell, my favorite of the day was the Chi-Chi's, even though it's not the traditional.
I may have liked the Bacardi the best.
The traditional.
Can I have a little bit of the Bacardi one?
It's not the traditional Mai Tai taste, but it was my favorite. And then the Bacardi, and then the Bob Chin's. I'm sure it was maybe it was a bad box or just how we were tasting it today made it taste different. But
the funny thing is, like I said, I remember tasting the Bob Chin's. I really liked it. I thought it was better than all these. And maybe we had a bad box. I don't know. Maybe we'll try it again some other time.
But until then,
I guess that's what it is. Well, remember we have
Summer 10 event.
Summer 10 event, which we'll tell you about in future episodes as well, since it's not for
a couple weeks, a month, about a month.
Over a month, almost 2 months.
That's right. No,
almost
June 30th. Or July 30th.
July 30th.
Is it July 30th? I said June 30th earlier.
June 30th is wrong. It's July 30th.
July 30th. So 2 months.
Hopefully, Brian will put down here earlier in this episode. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's on July 30th.
I will do that.
I guess that's about it.
So mahalo, or thank you in Hawaiian.
Aloha.
Aloha. Until next time.
I hope you all had a great Memorial Day weekend.
Yep.
We did. And until next time, we are
drinking in the basement.